Welcome to Perimenopause. Hell, this video is about withdrawing from medicines. So if you're worried about some of the medicines your doctor has suggested that you take, we're going to look at how you can get off them easily so that you're not worried about having to take them. There are some medicines that are prescribed for perimenopause that sound a bit scary. Examples are antidepressants, things like gabapentin, Lyrica or Neurontin, beta blockers, pain medicines, and steroids. These all have withdrawal symptoms, and I would advise you not to stop taking them suddenly. In particular, with beta blockers, it can actually be dangerous for your heart. On the other hand, it really isn't a good idea to let other people's comments about withdrawal discourage you from taking a medicine that may help you. I find in the group that people will often tell you how awful it was withdrawing from something like an antidepressant, but then again, the same person will openly admit that they stopped cold turkey, which is not recommended. Other people will admit that they attempted to quit in less than 2 weeks, even though they were taking a really high dose of whatever medicine was in question. This is ridiculous. You can come up with a plan that may take you 6 weeks or 16 weeks. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you are comfortable during the process. If one of these medicines is recommended to you, ask your doctor if they're going to help you get off it when you want to stop taking it, because that's really important. Your doctor should come up with a withdrawal plan with you together. Nobody these days would expect to be able to quit smoking cold turkey. There are lots of things that can help to make it less unpleasant. We have nicotine replacement therapies, we have chewing gums, we have patches, we cut down slowly on the amount we're smoking, and we have medicines like Champix and Wellbutrin, which can help people to quit smoking. So if you think about it, coming off a drug is much easier really than stopping smoking. And we have so many things now and knowledge that can help us quit easily without any discomfort at all. I am telling you this as somebody that's experienced it. I've tapered down from Amitriptyline. I've cold turkeyed off things when I've become pregnant because I am a chronic pain patient. I have taken all sorts of medicines, and providing you draw up a sensible withdrawal plan, it's no problem. A withdrawal plan enables you to slowly reduce the dose you're taking over 6 weeks or even longer. How long this process lasts depends on how high the dose was and how long you've taken it for. Another thing I'd really like to emphasize is that dependency on a medicine is not the same as addiction. Addicts require increasingly higher and higher doses of whatever they're taking to get high. You are taking a medicine. You're not increasing the medicine all of the time because you're enjoying taking it. It's completely different. A dependency merely means that if you don't take your next dose, you're going to feel ill. Now, whatever you're taking, usually you can half or quarter the dose or reduce it in steps in many ways, and we'll look at an example in a minute. With some of the medicines like antidepressants, you may even be able to get syrup versions in a bottle so you can take only a tiny weeny amount. As I've already mentioned, you should be able to ask your doctor to help you draw up a plan. But what I've found is that doctors are often a bit optimistic about how long this process will take. So if your doctor comes up with a plan, double it. And they should agree with you that if you want to take it slower, that's fine. And they might even be able to prescribe medicines that can help you withdraw from whatever you're taking. So if you're really struggling with lack of sleep, they should be able to prescribe you you're not swapping one drug for another. They will give you a short course of sleeping tablets, for example, to help you come off that medicine. So let's look at an example. This is a medicine that I've actually used several times in the past. I've taken it to try and prevent migraines. It didn't work for me. I've also taken it for arthritic pain and to help with sleep. It's a really good drug, actually. It's worked well for me in the past. It didn't work for the migraines, but it helped a lot with my pain. So let's look at the different doses that you can get amitriptyline in. The first box shows 50 milligrams, then 25, then 10, and the next picture I'm showing is something you can buy from most pharmacies or online, which is a pill splitter. So you can actually cut your own pills in half. You may need to ask your pharmacist if it's safe for you to do this. Obviously, you can't do it with medicines that are powdered and come in a capsule. You can only do it with relatively solid kind of pills. One thing I should warn you, never ever crush pills, because pills are formulated so that they slowly release the medicine. If you crush them, it will release all in one go, and that may be very undesirable or dangerous. So looking at this example, you might start, if you are on 40 milligrams daily, you may reduce that by taking one 25 milligram pill and a 10 milligram pill together to make your dose 35. And you could stay on that dose for 2 weeks. Then after that, you could take 3 10 milligram ones, reducing your dose to 30 milligrams, and then do that for 2 weeks. Then you could drop down another 5 to 25 milligrams, take one of those pills and do that for 2 weeks. Drop down to taking 2 of the 10 milligram ones for 2 weeks, and so on until you've got all the way down to 5 milligrams. And even then, you can either cut the 5 milligram pills in half, or you can take them every other day. You can take them once every third day until you have completely stopped. There is no need at all to go cold turkey. No need at all for horrible withdrawal symptoms. Everything can be managed sensibly. Hopefully, on that note, we can end, and you will have been convinced that you can do this in a sensible way, and those medicines are not really as scary as they initially sounded. So, if you found this video interesting and informative, please like and subscribe. The link to our group is in the description box below. Thank you very much for listening. Cheerio.